Record to the cloud. All right. Okay. Happy Monday, guys. Happy October 21st. I was literally just thinking about how in the freaking world is it October 21st? It literally feels like it was just July. Like I don't even know where 2019 went. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life at this point. Like what the hell is going on in the world? But we have 70 days to end the decade very strong, right? Like that's pretty huge. Like we're going into the roaring 20s, I guess. If you haven't listened to the National Wake Up Call, it was very good. And I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. I went to that girl's Instagram while she was talking, and my first thought was, her Instagram is terrible. How in the world is she a 5-star diamond and I'm not? That was my first thought. Like her pictures were dark as F. She had like quotes up there with like black background. Like they were grainy. She had like 2,800 followers, so not bad at all, but like not my jam in any way. But she's wildly successful, obviously. She's a 5-star diamond, and she just presented on a national wake-up call for a $1 billion company. She's doing pretty good, okay? So that just shows you that there's room, there's success available for everyone who chooses to go get it. Obviously, the world is going into hibernation. You know, I was talking to a coach and they're like, I'm already getting messages saying I'm waiting for the new year. It's October. Normally those are like a Thanksgiving, December kind of message that you would get back, like, oh, I'm gonna wait and spend all the money on the Christmas presents stuff. It's like, it's not even Halloween yet. Like, the year's not over. Like, let's not, So this is where it's our job to talk about those things and combat that. I kind of teamed up with another premier coach. I've been very down about where I am in my business and very down about our team kind of putting their foot on the brakes, where this is the time we need to be putting our foot on the gas. And I just like take all of that on me. And I take it as like, I'm not doing enough. We don't have enough. You guys don't know what to do. Like, and I take all of that on me, which everyone is responsible for their own business, right? You guys have every tool, tip, training at your fingertips in our page, on our website, on YouTube, in your back office. There's nothing that you need to know that you don't have readily available to you. And I need to allow you guys to take ownership for your success. And by the way, we have these calls every single Monday. I happen to be available 24/7. Like, please tell me a time you've texted me or reached out to me and I have not responded within seconds, right? So I need to let you guys take ownership for your business and where you're at, and not let that affect my energy towards what I'm doing, right? Because I prefer to be a happy, bubbly version of myself who just loves kicking ass and masterminding and going strong with our amazing team, and not let, what's not happening bog me down. And I don't want to translate that onto you guys. So, I was like, I need to do something, get my head right and get me moving in the direction, because we have 70 days left in the year. And I don't want to end the year where I'm at in my business today. I don't want to end the year in that same place. So I know that I needed a kick in the pants. So I messaged another premier coach on our team, Lauren Lundberg, and I was like, hey girl, do you want to just talk year-end goals? And so we Zoomed on Fridays, and we kind of are just holding each other accountable to invites and just kind of bouncing ideas off each other. And we've never really worked together. We never really even like talked that much, except for like when we both hit Premiere and we kind of just hung out through that. But it's been really fun having a buddy to like send the picture when she's done with her shiz, and then she's like, hey, I'm turning my phone off, but I'll check in with you before I go to bed and make sure you have yours done. And that just feels really good. And I even woke up today, I had a call with Katie at 6:30 a.m. I woke up early, got my Energize in. And when I went upstairs to do my workout, I was like on fire, and it was cardio. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to die, but I was like loving it. And it's because I've been putting in the work in my business. Started Friday, started sending 50 invites a day, which for me is way out of my comfort zone. So if you're sitting on the call, you don't have to send 50 invites a day. But I do need you to send invites every single day. Can you send 5 every day? Can you send 10 every day? Can you send 15 every day? Whatever your number is, whatever that number that makes you just a little bit uncomfortable, but that not so uncomfortable that you're going to skip days, I want you to send that number. I talked about this. I explained how to do it in the Facebook, in our team page, about downloading your Facebook list, putting it into alphabetical order, and just going. Okay. So I've been sending, I'm still in the A's, and I've sent over 150 messages to the A's. And guess what? I've gotten nobody from that so far. So should I quit? Should I be like, well, fuck this shit, I'm done? No, just keep moving forward, because guess what? I did get 2 yeses from girls on Instagram. I did get a random message from a customer's husband saying, thanks for the free Energize you sent my wife. I love it. How do I order more? He bought some Energize. That was also very weird. I was like, is this a trap? Like, am I on like candid camera? Like, so they're trying to like, am I on cheater? Like they're trying to catch me. I was like, okay, like you just want Energize, right? It was so weird. Anyways, okay, so he got some Energize, right? A girl I sent an enrollment to in February completed today. February. It's fucking October. She's ready. Okay. And I sent out a bod. She completed that. The $39 bod thing I talked about, she completed that. I sent out information to 6 other women today from the Facebook messages that I sent. Like, things happen when you do the things to make them happen, right? But if you're sitting there like, I'm in a rut, I'm stuck, and you're not doing the things, you're going to stay in the rut. You're going to stay stuck, and nothing is going to happen in your business. And most likely, when you stop, that's the time everyone's going to go inactive, or everyone's going to send in their coach cancellation. Because when it rains, it pours, right? Like, and that's just going to feed your negativity, saying like, oh, this isn't working. Like, I get the coach cancellations from everybody. From you, from your coaches, I get them from everyone. So I probably get a coach cancellation every day, if not 2 every day, right? So I'm constantly seeing who's quitting, who's canceling, who's giving up, right? So if I just focused on all that negativity and be like, well, we were at 366 coaches, and now we're only at 350 something. Like, obviously, like, things aren't working. Like, there's so many ways that you could look and be like, well, this isn't working, right? It's too hard, da 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 da. But the alternative to this hard versus the hard in your life, like, I would do this a million times over. And I said that to Molly on our one-on-one today. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to want to quit your job. I didn't have a choice. They said, you don't work here anymore. So I didn't have the choice to quit my job. Like, I would have in a heartbeat, but I know not everyone feels that way, and you don't have to. But if you could bring in what you're bringing in with your full-time job with this, just by taking pictures of yourself and talking to people on the internet, like, are you fucking kidding me? Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you double your income? Like, my first year as a coach, I worked full-time and did 2 jobs for 2 of those months. And I made an extra $10,000 with Beachbody. So I gave myself a $10,000 raise my first year as a coach. Okay, so why wouldn't you do that? Plus, I got in shape. I had fun. I made friends. Like, that's the awesome part of it. And like, I love to use Katie as an example. Like, she has completely transformed her body in the last 6 months with this opportunity. So the income that she needs, because she's not receiving spousal support at the moment, like, that's the fucking cherry on top. Hey, by the way, you also lost X amount of pounds. I don't know what it's at this point, but like, what, you know what I mean? Like, the alternative of like going to find another part-time job to bring in extra income, like, that's not really a possibility for most people, especially if you have kids at home. Like, you can't be gone all day and then be gone all night at a nighttime job. Like, I was thinking about that today. I used to work, if you can believe this, I used to work at FedEx loading trucks from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. when I was like 20 years old. Fucking psycho, right? I was the only girl that worked there, so that was really weird. And like, because I needed the money. So I had to work from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then go into my other job at 8 a.m. and work till 5 p.m. And sometimes I had a third job as well. Sometimes I would work retail at either the Gap or Eddie Bauer. So I had like another part-time job. I can't imagine trying to do that now, especially with Chloe at home, right? Like, there's not more hours in the day for you to go and find this other job that's going to bring an income. And yes, this is hard work, but I would argue the job you have now is also hard work, but you're willing to do that. And whether you love it or not, you're willing to do it. So you should be willing to do this as well, because this has the power and opportunity to pay you tenfold what you'll ever make at your current job, right? So again, you don't have to quit your job. There is a very successful coach on Team Rockstar Fit, Jenna Yee. She is a teacher and a band director. Her husband's also a teacher and a band director. So, you know, that household's not bringing in a lot of income. She's now surpassed her teacher's income with Beachbody, like has doubled her teacher's income, and she's still a teacher and a band director. So can you imagine how much more freedom they have in their lives with that extra money? Like, that's very powerful. And you could have that same thing if you choose to put in the work. If you choose to suck it up when it sucks and just honor that struggle and just push through, because I promise you, the universe always rewards when you do the work. And if you feel like you're doing the things, but you're not tracking, you're not doing the things. Because if you're not tracking, you're not willing to see what you're missing, you're not willing to improve. So if you're not tracking your invites, or if you're not posting, you know, on a regular schedule, if you're doing stories one day and then the next day it's one fucking boomerang of something and then we don't hear from you the rest of the day, you're not actually doing the things. So we literally, on the 10 by 10 sheet, I gave you a verbatim, the 10 things you need to post about with Beachbody. It's laid out specifically. You don't know what to post on social media. Have you reached out to your upline? Have you reached out to the Google and said, social media posting ideas? Have you gone to YouTube and seen what coaches have posted a social media Zoom that you could watch? There's so many ways. Literally, I went to that influencer conference last week. Rachel Hollis has a high school degree. Her business is now earning in the high eight figures. High 8 figures. And she has a high school degree. She said, everything I did, I looked up on Google. Like, please don't tell me you don't know what to do, because you absolutely know what to do. And if you're like, oh, like, I'm there to help you, but if you don't reach out, I don't know that you need help. If I don't hear from you, or I don't see you posting the team page, or I don't see you showing up on team calls, I don't know that you need help. I assume that you've given up. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? There's 366 people on the team. I can't send out an individual text message every single day saying, hey, did you get your post in? Hey, did you do your workout? Hey, did you send those invites out? That's not what I signed up for. Okay. So that would just be awful. So, and I'm guessing most people wouldn't even respond to that kind of thing, right? Who wants to be micromanaged? Nobody. Okay. But if you do need accountability, then team up with somebody on the team. Post your tracker in the team page. We'll follow suit. I would love to do that. I have an idea for Monday through Wednesday in the team page. We can start it tomorrow because I forgot about it until tonight. We can start it tomorrow, but so this week we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But from here on out, for the rest of the year, we'll do an accountability thread Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you show up your best freaking self, your best coach. You fill out whatever tracker you're using, whether that be the Emerald tracker or Diamond tracker in the team page, or whether that be the Beachbody tracker or one you created yourself or you found on the internet, whatever it is. Whatever tracker you're using, you fill it out in its entirety. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll post mine. Then you post yours in the comments, and we'll just keep each other accountable that way. Just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the week. And just see, even if you only showed up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, each week, just see where your business goes, right? Now, obviously, you can't disappear from social media, but if you were to disappear from your other job duties, I imagine you would still have some traction if you showed up in your 100% coach fullest Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of each week. Okay, so your Beachbody week runs Thursday through Wednesday. What can you accomplish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if you showed up and filled out your tracker in its entirety? I bet it would feel really good, and I bet you would want to continue to do that, because the only time this business doesn't feel good is when you're not doing the things. Because it's like, you don't invite because of X, Y, and Z, whether it's fear, laziness, complacency, whatever it is, feeling like you don't have anyone to talk to, or whatever your reason is for not inviting. But then you feel guilty about not inviting, and then you feel like shit for feeling guilty. And then it's just this vicious cycle of, well, my business makes me feel like shit. But what you really feel like shit is you're not putting in your full potential. And you signed up for a reason. You clicked coach instead of customer for a reason. So why not just go for it? There's nobody in these squares that this is life or death. This isn't, if I don't have a paycheck on Thursday, my lights are getting shut off, my water's getting shut off, we won't have food in our refrigerator. This isn't life or death for anyone. So why wouldn't you just give it your all? You have nothing to lose, right? And everything to gain. Yes, people are going to ignore you. Yes, people are going to say no. Yes, people are going to sign up and quit. Yes, people are going to cancel and make you drop rank. Like, shit, I'm the only fucking diamond on the team right now. Okay? That's why we didn't have a diamond call tonight. Because I don't want to have a call with myself. Okay? Shit happens. Like, you just keep moving forward, because the only thing that you can control is your actions, your effort, and your attitude, right? And I probably have the worst fucking attitude of anyone in the world. I mean, I've lost my job. I got cut from cheerleading my senior year of high school because of my attitude. So I get it. I'm working on it. Okay? But this business has allowed me to work on myself and to pull out the potential in me that I always knew was hidden there, but I was too freaking lazy to do anything about, right? And whatever you're trying to get out of this business can absolutely give you, whether it's more time, more freedom, more choices, more financial yeses, whatever it is, paying down debt, you know, a guilt-free pedicure for gosh sakes, a daily trip to the zoo with your family, because Lord knows the zoo is expensive. Like, whatever it is, this can provide for you. So, you know, I was doing a call with a coach, and they want to pay off their student loans. Like, that's their goal. Like, you know, they don't have aspirations to be a super high rank, but they would like to make this financially viable. And, you know, based off of their student loans, I said, if you helped 13 people a month with a challenge pack, that's your student loan payment. Okay. Now you can look at that two ways, like, holy shit, like 13 people, I could never help 13 people. Or you could be like, 13 people, that's not very many. Like, think about, you know, if you're married or you have kids and you had a birthday party, like, how many people did you invite? It was probably like shit. Like, every time you wrote down a name, you wrote down another name you couldn't remember, and you're like, oh God, like, do I really want them to come? Do I really want to pay for them to have dinner? Like, the names just like were flowing out of you, right? You can help 13 people a month, right? The only reason you couldn't is because you don't believe, which I assume if you're on this call, you must believe, right? You are worried about what other people think. again, they're not going to be at your funeral. Whatever. Think of a weird Instagram name. Fit Susie isn't going to be at my funeral. So I really don't care what she thinks if I invite her to the coaching opportunity and she sells something else, right? Like, I'm not worried about what Fit Susie thinks, okay? So don't worry about what people think. Like, I had 2 weirdos from my Facebook invites, like, go off on me. And it's like, okay, you clearly have mental problems. Delete. And then I just kept going down my name. I got all my A's right in front of me. I'm sick of the A's. Like, I gotta get through these A's because I'm ready to move on to a new letter. I'm sick of it. Okay. But the only reason you wouldn't be able to help that many people is because what's going on in here. There's nothing broke with what we do. There's nothing broke. Our products are the best of the best. Cleanest, top of the line, world class. They work. There's thousands, if not millions of people that can show you that they work. There's I don't even know, 2 million people a day drink Shakeology. Our stuff is not broke. It's our ego and our laziness that stop us from going where we want to, right? So if you feel like you can't help 13 people, you need to think why you have that scarcity mindset. Right? Like, if you help 13 people this month, you can absolutely help 13 people next month. And maybe it's not with challenge packs, but you can help them with something. You can help them with something, right? Whether it's a $39 bod, every millennial girl in the world drinks collagen, like every one of them, right? So why aren't you helping more people get started with collagen instead of Vital Proteins? Like, there's something in our toolbox that we can help everyone with. We just have to be willing to show people what we're doing. What are you doing? Rachel Hollis said, I don't create anything. I just document what works for me. I just document what works for me. And I'm not posting it for likes. I'm posting it because I thought you would like to know about it. That's literally what we do. That's literally what we do. If you just go into like, this is my journey, this is what it looks like for me, this is how it fits into my life and not the other way around, I know it can help you too. There you go, right? Because there's nothing more convenient, there's nothing cheaper with higher value than what we have to offer. They can do our workouts anywhere. Even if they live in the sticks, they can download them when they're in the city. That sounds even fucking weird to say. When they're in the city, they can download them and they can use them without Wi-Fi downloaded to their phone. Like, it doesn't get more convenient. And literally, when you break it down, a challenge pack, so 30 days of breakfast and a year of workouts for 45 cents a day, please tell me where you're getting a higher value for that cheap. I will wait. I will wait for you to tell me, because you can't. And the only reason you're not helping more people is either you're not inviting them, or you don't believe what you have to offer is the bee's knees. Like, there's nobody who could tell me or show me and make me believe that there's a better shake than Shakeology. I just don't believe it. I don't believe your ingredients are as clean. Nothing. I will not listen to it, right? There's nobody that can tell me there's a better job than coaching. I don't believe it. So my confidence in what I'm doing is portrayed to everyone. Somebody says no, I literally say, okie dokie, and I fucking move on. Oh, they're the dumb one, not me. Like, I don't feel dumb. I feel dumb for them. Like, you just fucking missed out. See ya. I'm going to keep going on my way. I'm going to be awesome, and you're going to wish that you were there. Okay? So if every time somebody says no, you're like, ugh, and that's just like deflating your confidence, then you don't really have confidence in this. Because it doesn't matter what people say to me. You know, and like this girl, I sent her an invite. She said, yeah, send me info. I said, oh, okay, are you familiar with Beachbody programs and Shakeology? And she said, I'm 106 pounds and I work with a bikini coach. I said, okay. Like, what? It was so psycho. And she said, so no, I'm not interested. I'm like, then why'd you just fucking ask for information? Like, it was so weird. So, like, should I let her shake my confidence and I should just, like, submit my coach cancellation because she's a psycho? No. A girl the other night sent her an invite. It was like a millisecond. She said, do I even know you or are we friends? I said, yeah, we're friends on Facebook. Like, what? Like, there's just mental people in the world, right? Because people are hurting. Like, people have issues and they take them out on you. That's not your prerogative, right? So be confident in what you're doing. There is going to be people who don't want to be a part of it. That's okay. There's stuff that you don't want to be a part of, right? So we can't take the rejection so personally that it stops us from doing the things. Because every time you stop and you second guess, some other coach isn't, and they're going to invite your next diamond, your next star diamond. Because you stopped, but they didn't. They kept moving. So you just have to know, if you don't offer it, somebody else will. And do you really want to miss out on that next person that could be your business bestie, your top coach, your new best friend in life, the person you're going to travel with and do life with? Do you really want to miss out on them because fucking 106 girls working with a bikini coach? Like, who cares? Like, you just can't care about these people's responses. Like, just no emotion. You have a gift. You love it. Now you're going to go offer it to other people. So whatever that looks like for you, you just need to set a number every single day that you can, no ifs, ands, or buts, get to. Like, it is literally, it is taking me an ungodly amount of time to send 50 invites a day. But Lauren is counting on me to send her a picture of my invites. So I encourage you to find an accountability buddy. If you want me to be it, I'm happy to be it. But I encourage you to team up with somebody on the team, because this is a family. This is a team. So when you work hard, you're benefiting somebody else's paycheck. And to me, that means a lot. Like, to know that I'm helping the person, Natalie, she didn't sign me up, but, she's my direct upline, to know that I'm being able to boost her paycheck so that her husband and her 3 boys have more paycheck every single week. Like, that's pretty cool. So there's someone on the team that signed up before you did, and they're working their business. And when you work hard, you boost their team bonus cycles on Thursday. And we all need the extra money, right? So, like, that's a big responsibility, because this is a team. So if you can't do it for yourself, do it for the team. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your dog. Whatever your love of your life is, do it for them. Because there's going to be days where you don't want to do anything. I'll tell you, I haven't sent an invite on a Sunday and I don't even remember. Like, that's my day I don't work. But I promised her that we would do this every single day until the end of the year. And we calculated it out. If we do 50 a day till the end of the year, that's 3,650 invites. Can you imagine the momentum that that's going to build in the business? Like, the dam has to break. The dam will break. Okay? And I imagine much, much more like before the 3,000 mark, right? The 3,650 mark. The dam will break. So whatever it looks like for you, pick a number, get an accountability buddy. If you want me to be it, you just need to send me a text, right? And just don't back down on the promise that you made to do that. So I know there's a lot of you who wanted to earn the New Leaders Conference for next year. You have until the end of the year to hit 1 star to earn that conference. And again, if you didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call, she talked about the power of live events. And I feel like I've been saying this forever, But like, you really can't beat being at a Super Saturday with 300, 500, 1,000 other coaches, to be in a room and to be there with your team. My hairdresser on Sunday was like, how many people are on your team? And I was like, 360, whatever. She's like, oh, wow. Have you met them all in person? I was like, no. She's like, oh. I was like, no, I've met very few of them. But if you came to live events, we would get to meet each other. If you came to live events, you would have things to post about on your social media and show people that, hey, it's not just you working out in your living room. There's a whole community of people doing this and having a freaking great time. Why don't you come join us? If you came to live events, you would have pictures of you at retreats that you earned, or at Summit, walking across the stage, or working out with trainers. Like, you would have all those things. And I think a big thing that we forget to sell to people is the team. But that's your best offer. And the only way for you to sell the team is to be a part of it. So if you're never making it to live events, if you're not getting on calls, you know what I mean? If you're not, trying to shoot for retreats, like, I am having a diamond retreat. Whether it's just me that's heading to Disneyland because I already booked the suite. So April 17th, I will be heading to Disneyland because I already booked the suite. So if somebody has to join me in Disneyland, but like, that should fire you up. Like, I don't have an upline, but if my upline was like, hey, I'm going to fly you to California for a retreat, I would be the first fucking person to earn it. I'm pretty sure I was the first person to send in my qualifications for the Diamond Retreat to Trina. Like, I want all the things. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you're motivated by, whether it's recognition, money, trips, just good old-fashioned hard work, like, all of that is encompassed with the Diamond Retreat. And now I'm the only one going. And it makes me sad because I have a whole room to myself. And I'm like, I thought I would have 3 other girls here with me. But you know what I mean? So, like, whatever it is that's going to push you, like, you have to do something. I was talking to another coach this morning, and she's like, I do well when I have something to shoot for. I'm like, well, based off of your goals, like, I would be shooting for the New Leaders Conference. Like, you can earn it by the end of the year if you want to, right? So find something, whether it's the New Leaders Conference, whether it's Diamond by end of year, whether it's Diamond by end of year to earn the Diamond Retreat in April, whatever it is, pick something and don't give up on it. But you have to keep shooting for it, right? Okay, so things are going to happen. I've told you guys a story about the morning I thought I was going to wake up diamond, paid out my $200 to my emeralds, got a fucking flat tire at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up an emerald coach. So did I give up? No, I'm still here almost 5 years later, right? And I've advanced many times since then. It's just a setback. We can't control other people. I can't control who orders Shakeology. I can't control who works their business. I can't control who recruits coaches, right? But I can control the message that I'm putting out on social media. I can control the personal development that I'm reading to grow my mind. I can control how many invites I'm sending, and I can control how many people that I'm recruiting and bringing into the business and helping them get started, right? Those things I can control. So if you're shooting for a goal and you've missed it, it's time to freaking get 2 feet in. Because if you're missing goals, it's because you have 1 foot in. You're just wishy-washy. You want it 1 minute and you don't want it the next minute. And normally it's when it gets hard is when we don't want it, right? When it's fun and feels easy, then woo, yeah, let's go for it. But then the second it gets hard, or you get a cancellation, or you get a bunch of ignores, all of a sudden, well, I don't really want that. But nothing in life worth having comes easy. So if you have set a goal for your business for end of year, then you have to keep pushing and make that happen. Once you start pushing yourself enough to where the goals you set are non-negotiable, such as Success Club, or helping a certain amount of people each month, or recruiting a certain amount of coaches each month, once you start actually living up to the promises that you have, you'll find it easier and easier to hit your goals. Like, I never stress about how I'm going to hit Success Club 10 every single month. I do not stress about that. When I first signed up, I had a very much scarcity mindset because I would hit huge numbers, 20, 30, 40. Still doing that, I don't worry how I'm going to hit 10 by the 10th the next month because I know that I'm doing the work. And I don't believe that all of a sudden 7 billion people have a coach. They do not, okay? Of the 4 or 6 girls that I sent information to, 4 out of the 6 said they had no idea about Beachbody programs. So no, not everybody has a coach. No, not everyone's already signed up. And as John tells me, I live in the Beachbody bubble. So he says, people outside of your bubble don't have any fucking clue who Shaun T is and they don't know what Beachbody is. I'm like, that's not true. Everybody knows who Shaun T is and everybody knows what Beachbody is. But I'm constantly being proved wrong because I just sent information to 6 people and I had to send the Beachbody on demand blurb to 4 of them because they had no idea what that was. Okay? So there are people who don't know what we do and what we have to offer. So you have to continually show up and you have to continue to tell your story, right? So you don't have to worry about creating content. What you're doing is your content. You're just telling people what's working for you. Your online diary of your health journey. Okay? So if you can do that, you can build a business. And that I promise you. The rest can be learned. And you'll learn as you go. This is a learn as you go business, right? I just learned literally last month that if you sign up and you have a military waiver, it's just 1 per household. Even if both the spouses are military, it's just 1 per household. I just learned that. I've been a coach for almost 5 years. So learn as you do business, right? So a lot of stuff's not going to come up until you're in that situation. So if you're waiting to learn everything, if you're waiting for that next training, like, yeah, that training is going to really help me, or that team call, that's what I need to get going, or that Super Saturday, that's what's going to get me going. Nothing's going to get you going except for you making the decision to get fucking going. Right? Because motivation is very fleeting. Like, I kept saying, like, oh, I need this influencer conference. And like, yeah, it was amazing. And I have, 10, 15 pages of notes, but like I could come home and do nothing with that, right? Because it's just a notebook full of words. It doesn't move my business, right? Like I had to decide within myself, like, you have 73 days left in the year. You're not doing so hot. You got to get moving, right? So I had to turn my bitch ass attitude around and go make something happen. So here I am out of my comfort zone, sending 50 invites a day, going through my Facebook friends, even if it pains me to send a message to this person, right? I just hit send because I'm not emotionally attached to what they're going to say. Maybe they do want my help. I sent 50 messages yesterday and 9 people responded. 6 of them wanted info. Frickin' whippy-ki-yay. I would never have messaged those people had I not been doing this, right? So now I just gave information to 6 new people that could possibly join our team or join the bootcamp. Awesome. That's my job. My job is to help others get started with what I'm doing. So I'm doing my job. So are you doing your job? Okay, so I'm really excited about the accountability Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So I'll post my tracker and then you guys will post your trackers in the comments. That's literally all it is. There's no content, no training, but like just fill out your tracker from head to toe. And whenever you complete it, you just put it in the comments of that and just see what happens. See what happens if you work your business. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, right? Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns on anything? Molly's doing a braid tutorial for her YouTube right now. Okay. Let me see this. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What did you miss? Oh, just me rambling. I recorded it though, so you can watch it. On my YouTube, it's just blowing up over there. So remember, You're in charge of your destiny. So there's no timeline. There's no like, oh, well, I've only been a coach for X amount. I can't be X amount, right? No, whatever you want to be, you can be, because there's somebody in the company that has blown a timeline out of the water. Heather Shipley, 0 to 2-star in 56 days. Like, what the what? Took me freaking 3.5 years to go 2-star. So whatever she was doing, I'm doing, because that's what she said. She said she invited her friends list from A to Z a couple times. Here I am, right? So success leaves clues. If somebody's having success, tells you to do something, even if it makes you uncomfortable, you should probably go do that. Scale it to whatever your thing is. So, you know, when Emily Favre is like, oh, I send 70 invites a day, when I first heard that a year ago, I was not in the place to do that. Now I feel like I'm in the place. If you're like, I don't have a following that's big enough to do that, I would run out in 4 days, then you need to get your main priority, besides inviting your 5 to 10 people a day, is growing your following. So Jen Richardson, when she was trying to grow her Instagram, would follow 50 to 100 new accounts a day. You don't have to do those numbers, but I'm just telling you, when you have a goal, put in the action that's required to meet that goal. And don't worry about the outcome of that action. Just worry about doing the actual action. So I'm listening to the 12-week year right now, and he was like, you can't control the outcome of anything. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you, well, 1 in 10 invites will say yes. But sometimes you send 150 and you get 2 yeses. Okay, so I would love to tell you it's 1 in 10. Statistically speaking, maybe it is. But if you only invite 10 people a month, I don't know that you'll get 1 yes. But if you invite 10 people a day, I bet you would. Okay, so in the book, he says, focus on the action, because you cannot control the action, or you cannot control the outcome, right? So if I say, if you send X amount of invites, you'll hit Success Club every single month. I would love to have that number for you. I would love it. But I'm not in control of your posting. I'm not in control of your stories. I'm not in control of the effort you're putting into your fitness program. I'm not in control of you drinking your Shakeology. I'm not in control of any of that. And that all factors in to those invites. And I am also not in control of what's going on in between your ears. Because even if you're doing all those things, if you don't believe in yourself, if you're not confident in what you're doing, nobody's going to join you. So if you're like on your stories and you don't even talk on your stories, and you're like, then you decide you're going to talk and you're like whispering, and it's all about your energy, right? So yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's weird. You're talking to yourself, but that's a great thing about the X button. You're like, God, that was terrible. You just hit the X button. Try again. Try again. Sometimes I have to delete stuff because I say crazy things. I'm like, oh God, that was psycho. Let's delete it, right? So I don't want people to think I'm like as psycho as I really am. Okay. So, you just delete it. You just hit the X button. And then eventually you don't care, because you're talking to yourself. There's no one on the other side. It's just you. So you just get uncomfortable being uncomfortable. That this entire business is about being uncomfortable, but it's going to lead you to your most comfortable life. That I would guarantee you. Okay. So talked about this earlier with another coach. If you would not trade lives with the person giving you advice or making fun of you or not supporting you, please don't take anything they say to heart. Okay. So, and this is probably the best thing I heard at the influencer thing. They said they don't make statues out of critics, only heroes. Okay. So little fucking keyboard warriors, they don't get statues, but the heroes, they do, right? So you have the opportunity every single day to wake up and say, man, I'm blessed. I get to work this business. Hell freaking yeah. And you have the opportunity to go help another woman like yourself feel better in her skin, to be more present in her relationships, to be more confident in who she is, and maybe change her financial future. That's pretty freaking cool. I can't say that I ever had that opportunity at any other job. Okay. That's pretty cool opportunity. By the way, all while getting in shape and doing all those same things for yourself. Definitely never had that opportunity at any other job, right? And again, if you have a job that you love, awesome. Now you have an opportunity to double your salary without having to get another full-time job. Awesome. Okay. That's what I had for you guys tonight. Comments, questions, concerns. I still have to do my invites. I only have 11 done. I'm like slow as molasses. It's unbelievable. But I've deleted so many people. It's awesome. Like, why was I friending all these grandmas? Like, what was I doing? It was so weird. I was like, yeah, like they're really gonna fucking work out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's take a picture. I'm gonna stop recording. Okay.